Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It's a lovely Thursday. I hope you guys all had a great night, got some great sleep, are well rested. Today, we're going to be talking about everything that's happening in the cryptoverse, as well as always the Cosmos ecosystem. We're going to be jumping onto a whole bunch of things today. I got a lot of stuff that I want to get into and some special guests again that we're going to be bringing on into the stream right around the 10 o'clock in about an hour or so, a little less than an hour. So we're going to be talking to some of the members that work on or with SIFCHAIN. We're going to be giving you guys some information, letting you guys understand things a little bit better about what's happening over there. But yeah, we're going to jump on into everything. But before we do, if you guys would do me a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, it is very much appreciated if you do subscribe. It does help us grow. We're only a small channel and we can only grow with your guys' support. So it really does help us out if you would do that. And also you got to think of it like this, guys. The more people that see these videos, this content, the more exposure the Cosmos ecosystem gets. That means the more exposure your bags get. And hopefully that's a win-win for everybody. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do the whole entire ecosystem a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Guys, Nick is AFK for the moment. So I would have him come on and say, yo, 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 like he usually does. But he's AFK. He'll be right back in just a bit, guys. But we're going to go ahead and just go and jump on into things. But before I do, one last thing. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Gigi? What's up, Star? I'm just going to try to say this again. Why you guys have fancy names? Starka? What's up, Oliver? What's up, Rick James? Altcoin Facts. Blue, what's up, buddy? Cryptomoto, good morning, Blue, by the way. Cryptomoto, good morning. Rocking Ape, good morning. Med, what's up, guys? Pang, what is going on? Stone Cold. David, what's up? Matt Miller, Chad in the house. Fozzie, everybody, guys, welcome. Pardesh, one of our 2 times winner for our giveaways. Pardesh, he's like a Jeopardy champion. He's won multiple times. What's up, Pardesh? Guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump on into everything. Good morning. Got to try to make this pretty quick because, like I said, I have some people I want you guys to listen to around 10 o'clock or a little less than 45 minutes or so. So let me try to jump on into things. Okay, we're looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin right now, guys. Things are still looking like we're ranging. It's, we're still seeing another dip again. I know there's a lot of people saying it's going to be a dippy day. I kind of expect that is going to be a dippy day just because we saw a little bit of a relief or a little bit of a rally yesterday. Doesn't mean that it's over. We still have much more room to go down on Market Cipher B, which is the lower section of the charts. We have the RSIs, we have the momentum waves, guys. We are not yet capturing the 60 line yet. We are curved back up, but that doesn't mean that we can't come back down. We've seen that happen many, many times before. Right there is an example. Right here is an example, guys, where we start coming up a little bit and then we kind of just fall flat and just range sideways. Doesn't mean that we necessarily have to dump, but we could just kind of like lose our momentum and just kind of like get into this second win phase where we just kind of hover between $38,000 to $40,000 over the next couple of days. You guys got to remember, option traders have their options closing. They need to meet whatever they did over the week. I guess they open on Sunday. Sunday afternoons is when options open. Friday afternoons, tomorrow afternoon is when options close. So all of these bearish option traders, if they were bearish, are just doing what they need to do to make sure that their calls get met in the market, guys. So usually, like I always try to remind you guys, we will see volatility starting around Wednesday, leading into Friday, Saturday, and then usually you start getting clear skies to fly through right around Sunday, mid-Sunday to leading back into Wednesday's afternoon time frame again. Usually, that's typically how things go, just because option traders are a legit thing. That's not everything and the whole reason why we're doing this, but again, that's a big to-do of why. So just kind of want to throw that out there, guys. So right now, again, guys, we still have not yet captured the 60 line with the RSIs. It does look like, if you just kind of zoom in a little bit more, it does look like we're just kind of falling flat. Also with the momentum waves or this anchor wave to the downside, we still have room to come down here a bit more. We can even thread through this 60 line here and get much, much more deeper like we've done in the past back here. So like I always tell you guys, don't front run the market. Don't overextend. Be patient. Sometimes it's more beneficial to let the market tell you what it wants to do than you try to guess what you want the market to do, because more often than not, the market's going to do the complete opposite of what you would like it to do. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing on the lower section of the charts. Again, right now on the daily time frame, we have to recapture this 50 SMA. We definitely need to recapture the 200 SMA to say that any kind of trend is reversing. So far, we've been underneath the 200 SMA for some time now. Actually, it's broken. I guess, I mean, you could say that it broke back here, but then, it did hold up as support for a little while. But we've been here for like 106 days now under the 200 SMA. So still a really good place to be consolidating. This does look like just a strong consolidation phase that we're going through right here. It's much better than we consolidated here on a downwards trajectory. At least we're consolidating in an upwards kind of manner right here. As you can see, the lower wicks of the candles and also the bodies of the candles all kind of making, a lower stair-stepping movement to the upside while we consolidate, still not taking the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA. So give yourself some time, really quick recap, of things to look out for. I've been sharing this time and time again, but I'm going to do it one more time just in case things go for the worst. On the 200 SMA break strategy, you can expect right around $30,617, along with a bunch of other reasons of why that's a really good level of support. But using the 200 SMA break strategy, that's around 36.45, which would lead us all the way down to this white line, past support in the past as well, all kind of like just meeting up, giving that really good confidence level right there for support if things turn for the worse. So yeah, just kind of wanted to let you guys know. And that is an average for like the entire lifespan once we break below the 200 SMA. So again, guys, a lot of price action in the past to pull from to get that data, to get that idea of where flooring might actually happen on the charts. Not an exact bottom. Nobody knows where the exact bottom is. Nobody knows where the exact top is. But that's a good place to start eyeballing a DCA strategy. Not financial advice, just telling you guys what I'm watching out for. We're going to move on and actually skip, unless you guys want me to jump on into ETH real quick. I'll do it real fast.
Do it.
Real fast. Welcome back, Nick. Welcome back. So right now, guys, again, we're still above the 50 SMA. We're still above our upwards trend line, as you can see right here. Right now, we're waiting to see if it does hold up. Just like Bitcoin, don't front run things. We need to really recapture the 200 SMA. I think ETH 2.0 didn't, in fact, get pushed back even further. So there's that. Yep. I mean, regardless of what that it did, right, Nick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I was pretty confident that I saw that. But it is what it is, guys. I mean, honestly, who really here thought that it was actually going to happen exactly when they said? I mean, right now it's basically like, I believe it when I see it kind of thing. But it is still what it is. ETH is still what it is. And when it does happen, it is going to be, if it can function correctly, if it can launch ultrasound money. I honestly do believe that, that narrative, I'm biting into that cookie. It is what it is, guys. But yeah, just watch out for this trend line. See if it breaks or holds up or not. If we go down further, we can come down here and retest, which was once our resistance line. See if that holds up as support or not. I'm just being patient, guys. Like the 200 SMA strategy for Bitcoin, we can move down 48.88%, which would bring us all the way down to 1876. Realistically, can happen. Will it happen in my mind? Probably not. But realistically, it freaking can. So I'm ready for all scenarios, guys. I'm not one of those doubters. It can happen. It's like magic, guys. It's like magic. Like anything can happen here. Where'd it go? Oh, all the way down there? Not surprised. Literally, guys, we can come all the way down here. We can even wick through that and then be on our way or catch a kind of like a flooring action. Again, guys, that's 1876, 48.88 on the 200 break strategy, and that is going all the way back on the charts, guys. So again, not pulling it out of thin air. That is real math, real price data to go by. Real quickly, let's go ahead and jump on into Luna. Luna's our favorite second cousin. Actually, let's call him our first cousin. It might as well be our first cousin. Everybody likes first cousins better than second cousins, right? Like we know them a little bit better. We broke through the 50 SMA for Luna's price action, but right now at 84. Probably gonna go back underneath $84. But we came down, tried to recapture it again. Gosh, I got an itch on my nose. Try to recapture it again, guys. It is what it is. We're trying to come back up and get it. Be patient, just like ETH, just like Bitcoin. Patience really does work in majority of people's favor when they can exercise it. But I'm looking out for a few places on the charts. Again, you can see I have an alert right here on the 200 SMA. That's about 83. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I lied to you. That's $65 on the 200 SMA. As you can see, usually the 200 SMA holds up. We don't have much price action on the 200 SMA. We've broke below it once before. As you can see, when we did, it went down 46.46. So if that doesn't hold up, we can literally come down quite a bit more on the 50 SMA, which we do have a bit more price action to kind of measure and go by. So far with the whole entire of the chart here, it's showing that we can go down 59.77%, which is this whatever color line, blue, purple line, which is $36, guys. We realistically couldn't do that. It's happened before in the past. Now, things have changed. Obviously, they've acquired Bitcoin to back it. You know, they've acquired Avalanche to back it. It's a whole different landscape for the Terra ecosystem and the stable module between Luna and Terra. I'm sorry, Luna and UST, excuse me. So, you know, it is what it is. You can call it totally different. But if things don't necessarily repeat themselves but rhyme, I want you guys to be mindful of that. You know, just because we don't think that that can happen, it's done it in the past. So don't put it against, you know, things that have happened in the past. You don't ignore it. There's a reason. We learn from the past, right? We keep it in the back of our mind. So that's what I'm looking for right here, guys. If it comes down to the 200 SMA, that's where I will start DCAing. Again, I'll probably DCA like feeler fly fishing right here, somewhere between 53 and, you know, like I said, where I put that 64, 65 alert on. And then if it comes anywhere below here, I'm going to be strong DCAing into Luna long term. That's just me, not financial advice. Moving on from our first cousin to our love child, which is Adam, guys. Adam's still doing A-okay. Hey, look, it is what it is, guys. We're at 24.34, give or take a couple of, you know, cents, quarter, buck, whatever. We're still just ranging on the upward trajectory long term. If we kind of zoom back in here and just go over the same things we always go over. I'm sorry. I wish I had something new for you guys, but we don't. A lot of times investing is like that, guys. It's just kind of like looking at the same things over and over, just confirming things or not. But still, the same thing is in play, guys. We're still watching this upwards trend line. We're still watching the 200 break strategy, which could bring us down to $20.77 exactly, or the 50 SMA break strategy, which could bring us down 38.50% on the average move down below the 50 SMA, which is anywhere between $17.50. Again, what that tells me is right around here is where strong DCAing should happen for my portfolio, not you, but for me. So I'm looking at that area really, really closely. I have already bought in that area in the past, but I do like Adam. I do want to hold it long term. I'm super bullish on the ecosystem, obviously, right? Obviously. So if I have the chance to start, strengthening my bags for the long term, for the long haul, I will more than likely start doing it right around here with my feeler buys. And then again, I will be DCAing all the way down as far as it wants to give it to me. As far as it wants to give it to me, guys. With that being said, I do want to bring up a couple of things real quickly. Recently, give me a second. Actually, I have to pull this up. I wasn't prepared. This is, I know I'm going. Is it Ignite? No, whatever it is. Here we go. I do want to bring this up and share it with you guys. Now, this is a little bit scary for you guys. You know, honestly, I'm kind of like at the same time as well. But I did share it with everybody that's in our Discord group and other ones that I'm a part of. If you guys can see here, Ignite, formerly Tenement, let everybody know as we remain committed to grow the ecosystem and support the core contributors of Cosmos. Today, we are unbonding 7.6 million Atom tokens to further decentralize the internet of blockchains. Now, this looks scary as hell. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still like, because if we dive deep, I want to have enough air. I will say, though, I don't think I'm like 80% positive that we're not going to dump all. I mean, there's going to be some selling, maybe, whatever. But they've done this before. And I think what they're doing, I'm going to, you can just read the tweet too and some of the responses here. They've done this before. And what they're doing is, or what they say they're doing, is spreading it about so they can, promote decentralization. Now, there's a couple of things, and you can even see some of the validators for some of these networks and stuff like that. Also have questions like Jacob with Notional and stuff like that. No need to unbond if redelegating. Now, there are some caveats to it, like who knows, like what their plan is to delegate to different contributors and how they're going to go about doing it. To like redelegate, though, like usually that just means like you click redelegate and then you can choose to go here and then you can choose to go here. What if they want to do multiple? Like from what I understand, for being how I stake or whatnot, I only get so many times to do that. What if they're spreading it about like a lot? I don't know. So until there's something, I just want to warn you guys, hold your breaths. But they've done this kind of stuff in the past. It's been fine. but I wouldn't be keeping my promise to you guys if I didn't let you guys know, if you guys weren't aware of that. So I'm still sticking with it though, guys. I will still be DCAing. I'm still holding, not selling, not doing none of that, guys. It's all good. It is all good. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Now going into some news, I'm going to try to fly through this. Shout outs to our guy Blue. He's actually in chat right here. If you guys don't know the whole thing going on with Elon, as you guys can see here, Elon Musk bought a whole bunch of Twitter shares and now is positioning himself and has made a bid to buy the entire stinking thing and make it private. So that's pretty, like, regardless, there's a lot of theories about things, and I'm like, who the frick knows anymore? But now apparently the SEC, you can actually see it right here. It's like a legit thing. This is the actual filing. Again, shout outs to our friend Blue over here. But it's all over here, but that's where I saw it from. You can see the filing and what he's put out there. Now the SEC is suing him because he apparently didn't disclose in time how much he had, and now he's just going about gonna buy it. He's extended it because he's offering to buy it. The funny thing is, if you read this tweet right here, my offer. This is a quote from the actual offer. My offer is my best and final offer, and if is not accepted, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. Musk adds. Guys, you can see right here, I don't know if you can see this or read this very well. It says, I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be a platform for free speech around the globe. And I believe free speech is a social imperative. I can't even read that. What does that say? Gosh, I need to be a boomer and zoom in. Imperative? I can't read that. Close one eye. One hand. Now what do you see, sir? I see nothing. I can't read it all. But anyway, he goes into saying that he wants to be done with this and basically take it private. And that would be really, really cool. That'd be, what's up, Rama? That would be really, really cool. Now it's more, people are saying like, no, it's just to pump his bags from what he already bought. If you go over here and look at Twitter, it's like one of the few things up right now. This is when the announcement happened. Everybody bought, it sold off. Now everybody's buying again when they saw that. Maybe he's a mastermind. I don't know. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I'm not assuming anything either. I'm not even going to pretend to know what he's doing. But there's a whole bunch of different scenarios and possibilities playing out. I, for one, would love to see Twitter used the way that I think it should be used, and not censor people and give people, the ability to do multiple other things that right now they can't do. But that's just me. So I would really like to see it actually go private. If it goes private, there's rules and things that happen there too. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Moving on, and we're walking. Oh, look, I looked at the time. I got to run. Let's go. No more walking. Let's jog. Let's pick up our feet and jog a little bit. We're going to go on into the next thing at hand. Nick, stop me if I'm going too fast or they say anything. We're going to go into Crescent. Guys, how many of you guys got the Crescent drop and partook in the whole swap and did everything? Raise your hand. I can't see your hand. It's okay. I was just joking. I'm just going to pretend like I saw your hand. Everybody did it? Good. I hope all of you guys did it. If you guys don't know, you guys can go over here and you guys can go check out the Crescent Network. Real simple. I already have it up here. So let me just go ahead and show you for full transparency, because this isn't my main wallet. So I don't care about showing you guys this kind of stuff. I'll always try to show you guys what I'm doing and how it's going. Yesterday, when I claimed all this stuff and I didn't sell none of it. Some people are like, I sold it, whatever. I don't want this garbage. I didn't sell none of it this time, guys. I didn't sell none of this, guys. All I did was actually shared this in my Discord. I just went about doing the tasks to claim all of them. And then I kind of just wanted to experiment, right? It's all for science. It's for science. This number, though, has been going. It's been wild. It's been wild to watch. It's been a lot of arbitrage from maybe bots and people. A lot of people have benefited from that. Look at that. Boom. And then it goes up to like 17. It went up to like 2,000. And I saw it early this morning all the way down to 700. It's been really fun to watch. It's a lot funner when it's not like when it's free money kind of thing, right? But I kind of like it. I'll be honest. I'm of the opinion, regardless of some people are like, oh, it was just rehash from gravity decks and stuff like whatever. From what I can see, it's working just fine. Like There's no fees. You guys know what I said about getting into places with no fees and taking advantage of that stuff. I'm going to take credit for that. Hopefully you guys are noticing that you guys could were ordering and paying no fees to do that kind of stuff. So it's nice, right? When you don't get mosquito bitten to death by fees. But yeah, right now, I mean, the guys, it worked really well. Like the swaps and all that other stuff. Man, I know there's not a lot right now, but I can only assume if from what I've seen from launch, there was no real crazy hiccups so far, this could be something to watch, guys. Could be something to watch. Not financial advice, not telling you guys to do anything, but yeah. What do you guys think though? Nick, what did you think?
I thought it was a really good platform. I took my profit though. Yeah. I walked away with 50 Atom, which is pretty good.
And you still have stuff to stake, right? Like you stake stuff.
Yeah,
still? Yeah.
I still stake some. Just sit back and enjoy the ride, I guess. Right? I mean, it has good potential. I know a lot of people are backing it, and a lot of bigger people that are in the shadows are backing it. So
I admit, like I said, I usually tell you guys, and I'm a very strict person when it comes to my rules. I usually do take every one of my airdrops and I sell off a little bit just to ensure that I'm a winner. But I was interested. I was like, I just want to see how this goes. I haven't bought anything extra just yet. But I just want to see, how this was going to perform, how this was going to, do. And I'll be honest, man, staking was easy. Getting into a pool was easy. Swapping was easy. The farm was easy. Right now, again, you can go here and the APR on the pool right here is 19.76. Staking is 39.48. I mean, I think when I got into it, it was 40 something. But it changes and stuff. Stuff moves. It's alive. It's not the best or whatever, but it's not bad either. It's just, it's really interesting. It's really interesting. I think, if this pool, well, let me see. Excuse me, burpee. I don't know. I don't know which pool would be the best one further to get incentivized. Obviously, a stable pool would be super cool and something to watch when it does get incentivized, if it does get incentivized. But I'm watching it, guys. I'm watching it. We'll try to get back to it during the AMA if we can. What about the pool for Atom B's? Yeah, I mean, 19.74. So for me, I just, I wanted to get into, and I'm not going to stay too long on this stuff, but I wanted to get into the pools that had at that time the most liquidity. Obviously, liquidity matters in things, guys. You need to get into pools that have liquidity to play around in. It's like jumping into a pool or diving into a pool where it's 3 feet of water. You don't want to do that. No matter who's in that pool, right? But yeah, so I mean, it's got not as much. I mean, it's the second highest one. So for sure. Let's move on. And we're carrying on and we're moving. I mean, I guess I can, no, we're walking. We got 20 more minutes, 10 minutes apiece. It's like that old mom speed walking with her whatever, trying to paint the picture.
Stroller.
Yeah. Hey, someone knows.
Come on, man.
Guys, ESUNA, the card game. Excuse me, boom arm. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to smack you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm trying to do that slap thing. ESUNA dropping today, guys. In a couple of hours, actually, we were talking about ESUNA having potential of being a card game, obviously being in the Cosmos ecosystem or whatnot, for NFTs and things having utility. I think card games like this are really, really unique. It's not the first. It's not inventing the wheel. They're just basically revamping the wheel and stuff like that from other ecosystems, because there's been many other card games that have come out before. This, though, I believe does have... It has a feel to it. I don't know what it is. I want to give you guys a better explanation, but it really is just a feel for me. It reminds me of something like Magic the Gathering, if you guys have ever played that game, that card game, or something of the sort of. I can't ever remember this. What is it from WoW? What was it from WoW? Hearthstone. Thank you. I don't know why I can't remember that. But it gives me that kind of feel. If you guys have never actually looked into it, that's kind of it's kind of what it looks like right there. Like it's just got one of those more old school kind of feelings. You know, I'm pretty old. I'm 41 years old, guys. Like I grew up with card games. Like we didn't have this kind of stuff. Like, so like D&D and card games like that, like when Pokemon first came out and all that other stuff, like people were all into those kind of card games. I remember Cabbage Patch Kids and all kinds of stuff, dude, like, or Garbage Pail Kids or whatever it was for card games. They even had like Marvel cards, guys. When that first came out, that was fire. This kind of just gives me the same feel. But anyway, you know, that's just my opinion. It is coming out soon. I do want to make you guys aware of it. 14 hours. Juno and Neta distribution. Who bought Neta? I did. I don't care what you guys say. Tried to tell you yesterday about something happening with Neta. Not going to cover it today, but if you want to know, go back, watch that video then. No, we
also posted it in the Discord.
Yeah,
the research.
We did. So if you guys want to know, join the Discord. It's in the research tab. Little interesting things happening with Neta. Not saying that it's something that you need to do financially, but you know, it's out there for you guys to research and draw your own conclusions on. I bought just because of the potential, guys. We all saw what happened with Ion. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think Rama says, I think 0.2 or more Neta gets you special NFT or pack. Yes, I want some. I just want it. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I don't even know if it's like card games and stuff like that. Are you guys even interested in that kind of stuff? But I think it's interesting. We're going to talk about before. Look, I tried to get this in order and it is not in order. Hold on. Don't look at that yet. Don't you look at that yet. We're not ready for all that. We're not ready. We got them waiting. We're not ready. We're going to talk about the castle, guys. Look, I want to bring this up real quick. First, let me share this with you guys. Real quick. And this is the post that, I don't know how you say it. Kem, whatever it is. Apologies, friend. I don't know. I'm a stupid American. I don't know stuff. I don't know how to speak my own language. But as you can see, they put out this whole article basically letting people know what happened. They're very trustful. Like, I got to give it to them, guys. Like, no matter what people are saying. It's really funny to me how people can go from euphoric to, oh, I hate everything that's happening over here. Like, oh, this is the best to, oh my God, this is the worst. I'm like, just a week ago, what did JC, like we always talk about, just a week ago, like Jay-Z says, we were all good. Now y'all acting like this got cooties that you don't want. You guys were just acting like a week ago that you guys wanted these cooties. All of a sudden, you guys don't want no cooties. I think you guys are short-terming this, but let me get into why I'm saying that real quick, because we only got about 15 more minutes. Or 10 more minutes or so, whatever. Guys, first I got to give them the benefit of the doubt. So far, the team has launched every single thing that they've ever said they're going to do, either on time or right about the same time that they've been doing. I know many other projects that people are super ultra bullish on that do way worse than that. I do have my concerns still. Still can't find anything on the good old doctor. Still can't find anything on the good doctor. If you guys would, I would love to see that. Still can't find much of anything on anybody, actually, to be honest with you. So if you guys would like to share that with me, I would feel much better about myself and talking about it. But as far as their performance, because I can only judge them on what they've done. That's all we can do, right? So far, I gotta say, they've come out. They've been as active as I think they possibly could be, while still working on things. They're a small team. They've addressed concerns as it's come out. They've launched things as best they possibly can, in my humble opinion. And they've basically, like they said, given everybody an opportunity to play in a whole new wonder world of an experiment, like an experimental wonder world. Like, they've done everything they've said, basically. So I got to give them that. I got to give them the benefit of the doubt. And like they've said, and many other people, Rama being one of them. Rama's here, guys. If you guys don't know, Rama on Twitter is like in their Discord as well, in the FOT Discord. Not putting you on the spot. I'm sorry, Rama. But like, also put out a tweet along with a lot of other people warning people about the dungeon and stuff like that. Everybody was all good talking about like the staking module, the grand module, the GFOT and all this other stuff. People are like, yeah, making money, whatever. I don't care about this, blah, blah, blah. Everybody went in a dungeon not knowing nothing about what's happening in a dungeon and tried to skip some levels and got their heads chopped off by the dungeon master, not understanding what they were doing. Hell, y'all didn't even understand what the hell was happening here, to be honest. But let's be honest. I still don't really fully understand things most of the time. Even when I do, I go, do I? But like, y'all try to skip levels, try to hop, skip, jump, and what did they say in Star Wars? Don't do it. I got the high ground. Like y'all try to y'all try to jump OB1. You try to jump OB1. Obi-Wan came over there, chunk chunk, took off your legs, arms, everything. Y'all like, oh, this dungeon real. For real. For real. Everybody warned you, everybody. This isn't the regular modules. I thought it was really funny, but kind of not at the same time. People got wrecked. But like they literally said here, and as far as the dungeon, we were under the impression that enough warnings were made, but perhaps we were supposed to place some more warning signs around. The dungeon is not a module nor a subsystem. It is a PvP arena for DeFi experts. This is literally how I felt. Maybe even as somebody on YouTube, I should have stressed that even more. But like I tell you guys, don't jump into things that you don't understand. Be patient, be cautious, don't overextend, don't do dumb stuff. I'm not saying that it's dumb or you're dumb, but like, come on, you guys were straight up gambling, jumping into like level 3, especially level 8. Like, I know a couple of people allegedly, I haven't confirmed, that made a lot of money. Right, Nick? A lot of
Allegedly.
money. Allegedly. I haven't confirmed with anybody, but I can confirm right now. I know a lot of people got wrecked, hardcore wrecked. Like that one picture, honestly, guys, they put out this one picture. Was it right here? Hold on. Oh, no. Let me go back here. This picture let's be honest, guys. Is this picture not the epitome of what happened to most of y'all? Yes, you see that head right there? Whoo, y'all try to skip a couple levels. Y'all try to jump in that and whap. I came back from jiu-jitsu and I was like, never mind. I'm not ready. I felt like I was inadequate the whole thing. I was like, not doing that. Bro, this is the picture. But anyway, I'm not dissing y'all. Look, it'll be all right. Hopefully you guys were playing with reward money. If you guys are playing something new, never don't overextend, man. Come on, guys. But like, honestly, I just want to kind of make this point. I see a lot of people on Twitter saying, oh, it's going to go zero. This is a Ponzi. This is this and that. Just a week ago, you were all gravy. Let me tell you something right now. You guys are shooting yourself in the foot. You guys are cutting your nose off to spite your face. You guys are, what I showed you guys the math. This could go to 10 cents. This could go to 25 cents. This could go to whatever. As long as myself and a few other people are in here providing liquidity, it's a perpetual motion machine. Like it's ever going. It's not going to zero. As long as no rug, as long as Juno network don't go down, it's not going to zero, period. As long as I just stay here and I'm not moving, I'm okay. It's not going to zero. It's going to have some kind of worth, whether it be fractions of a penny or whatnot. It's going to be okay. I know in a couple of years, I'm going to make back my investment. Like I already did, but I'm going to make it back, But I told you guys, like it can go to, 25 cents. I'd still be up $35,000 by the end of the year off $4,000. It could go to, 10 cents. And I would still be up. This grand module still works just fine. Just because you guys played in here, which was just an extra place for you guys to go experiment and play around in, the danger zone, I'm calling it now. Don't think that this actually isn't working. We still don't even have close to all the other things that they're launching. Like, nah, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy, boo-boo. You guys are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I know Rama right here. If we had more time, Rama, and more dedicated, I'd love to get you back on here and explain to people, because I saw what you're doing. I saw what you're doing. I saw the math, like you're saying right there. I saw the math. Y'all's crazy. It's math, guys. With that being said, Nick, do we have our guests ready? Are they up there?
They're not up there yet, but they're in the chat. They're ready for 10 o'clock on the dot. So
Nomad, and I think we also have a special guest. If you guys would join us in our Discord, we can pull you guys into the live channel when we are ready, and try to get your guys' mics up and running. I know sometimes there's a little bit of issues, so we'll take the next 10 minutes to kind of get that settled. Nick, if you could try to work that out while we're going about things.
Just make sure you hit the like button.
Yeah,
I don't know,
guys, please. We got some stuff we want to talk about. SIFCHAIN's coming up next, guys. Some bullish stuff happening over there. If y'all don't know, some bullish stuff. I know a lot of it. Like again, we're gonna bring people that know more than us to talk about it to you guys, so you guys can better understand. But yeah. But still, guys, like remember the GFOT module still intact. Like guys, like 25 cents, 23 cents, 20 cents. I'm cool. I'm all good. I'm still all good. Again, you guys are doing it wrong. Also, if you guys are taking your BFOT and going straight to Juno swap, you're doing it wrong. My humble opinion, yes, I know, but I'm telling you, I'm right and you're wrong. You're doing it wrong if you're going over there and swapping it. I know, I get it. Some of you guys were confused. Some of you guys were trying to be good players in the dungeon, in the castle. You guys were trying to defend the castle and all that stuff and trying to go through these modules. I saw a lot of people going, the SFOT swap's not working. I can't get there and all this other stuff. Look, it's real. Yes, it's on the dev. They could have done a better job explaining to everybody where they move things. It works just fine. You get your rewards, come back over here, burn your FOT into BFOT. Bada bing, bada boom. Go over here, go to your BFOT, burn it for GFOT. And this is where a lot of people got stuck, right? They didn't know where to go from here because they were going, They were going, no, wait. Bring it back. Bring it back. Just stop already. Here. They were going, why is my GFOT, SFOT, not working right here? It wasn't working right here, but it was working if you go here, guys, to the pools. You just pick the one that you want to swap with. Got to stop, right? And you can swap it over here because they were going. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel.
Hey, am I?
You are live with it. Yep, you are live with us.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
If you guys could use push to talk, that would definitely help, though.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the settings all straight. Hang
on. While they're working on their settings, guys, we might as well set up the whole, the lob, the pitch. Guys, again, we're going to be talking with Nomad, and forgive me, another team member. We're going to be talking about what's happening and what we've been trying to talk to you guys about with SIFCHAIN and the possibilities and the potential that is happening over there, guys. A lot of people, in my humble opinion, I don't know if you guys just really weren't hearing me and Nick preach it. Again, we can't give you guys financial advice, so we got to be really careful about how much we kind of preach things. But we've been eyeballing and pointing your head over there, trying to get your eyeballs to go over there. A lot of crazy things. And just now, a lot of people are now talking about what's happening with Rowan and SIFCHAIN now on social media platforms and stuff like that. But look, I'm going to say it right here, Nick. We were one of the first ones. I think we were one of the first ones a month ago. We were saying, hey, look, what's happening over there? And y'all were like, looky, who got hooky now? But yeah, we're going to be talking about SIFCHAIN with some of the members that work with SIFCHAIN and letting them kind of explain what's happening better than me and Nick do. Are you guys ready? Ready, Nomad?
Yeah. You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Does my mic sound all right? Cool. It's been definitely a crazy week and a half with the market kind of tanking on us, and SIFCHAIN actually stayed pretty stable, so that was great. And like you said, a lot of people are finally starting to notice us. I feel like once we got that new front end and people in the US can use us, it really kind of changed a lot for us. People even in Osmosis are starting to come to our server and ask us questions and invest. It's been really good for us, and it's been a really exciting week. It's going to change into our next kind of phase now. We're leaving our expansion program and moving on to what we call Ascension, which is going to end the 300% fixed pools, which people are bummed about, but it's not. I want to let you guys all know that we don't have the TVL that Osmosis has. So when we go from the 300% fixed pools to the 240% APR not fixed pools, it's not going to move. It's not going to become 80% in a day the way it does on Osmosis sometimes. We just don't have that kind of movement. So I wanted to actually ask you where I could link a few things for people who might be interested in learning.
You can link it in the chat directly. I think you can. Correct?
Okay, cool. I will link it. Yeah, I'll link it in the chat. We have a couple different simulation spreadsheet things and just a really, really thorough one. I know Nick has seen it.
Are we talking about this one right here?
Are you linking it in the Discord chat?
No. It's live on the stream.
Okay. So yeah, I don't have that one open, but if it's that, it probably is the same one if you got it from Nick. It's super thorough, but it will show you that the projection from a community member of ours who is really, 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 really thorough with their research. We're looking at 230 being kind of the area that the LPs will stay in. So it's not the end of really, high APRs for SIFCHAIN. And so we're just hoping that, people listen to things like this. And thank you so much for having us on and kind of learn about what's happening with Ascension, because we like anyone like knows, we're kind of nervous that people might immediately just like pull their liquidity from us because we're switching gears here. But just to let you guys know, it's still going to be really high APRs, and we're going to start implementing PMTP, which Let's Go is here to talk about more. And it's going to be really great. I think what's going to come the next 4 weeks.
230 AP. I mean, that's nothing to snub your nose on. Like, I'm still there. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, we would definitely like to hear more about that for sure.
Okay. Let's go. You want to give a rundown of what PMTP is?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we should be.
So we're implementing a new policy. As Nomad said, since November through April 18th, we've been running a program called expansion, and it was, someone would say it's highly inflationary. As mentioned, it's 300% APR, which was with a weekly compounding at 1.7,000, I think, APY.
Jeez.
And it was mind-blowing. Some people were concerned it's highly inflationary. Some people were saying that we are printing Rowan, and those are valid concerns. I wasn't one of those who complained. I am actually crying that the program is going away, because it was just so rewarding. No matter what the real life inflation, no matter how the Rowan tokenomics were inflationary, we were just making hand over fist so much. If you were here from last year, just a lot of rewards. And so we understand that the tokenomics were a little bit inflationary, and so we're transitioning to as Nomad said, the program called Ascension. Mm-hmm. And sorry, my wife is and so PMTP is one of those complementary programs that we are implementing. If you think about, it's my example. I would say that let's start from the beginning. It's called Protocol Monetary Trade Policy. Mm-hmm. And what it does, it increases only on SIFCHAIN, on our DEX, increases the buying power, purchasing power of Rowan, our native token. And in simple terms, the example that I use, if you live in certain neighborhoods with a lot of tourists, say London, Leicester Square, or New York, Times Square neighborhood, you might have seen those shops that are foreign currency exchange shops, mm-hmm. privately owned, or chains, where you can swap dollars for euros for renminbi. So imagine this: you are a business owner that runs this exchange shop on the street. There's no formal nationwide currency exchange rate, and you are competing for the same pool of money with tourists walking around and exchanging their currencies, the tourists that arrive to this city. What if you, for your shop only, decide to boost or change the swap rate, exchange rate, just for your shop, to attract more traffic, to increase the volumes, trade volumes, get some buzz on the market. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we're doing. For SIF alone, this program would allow us, in the algorithm of when you swap Rowan for another external token, increase the exchange rate, making Rowan stronger without any price manipulation or without all the mechanics that people use. For example, Terra Luna, when they burn Luna, increasing the value of Luna. So we're not doing that. We are only, for purposes of our DEX, will increase buying power.
That's
meaning that if you, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say that's interesting.
Yeah, so in that way, if you were just, for example, if you were getting, say, what's the current rate? 10 cents, for example, 10 cents. If you were getting one USD for 10 Rowans, now you can get one USD, for example, for eight. And that keep in mind, PMTP, when it launches on April 18th, it will increase on a daily basis by a certain percentage. and it's all on chain. It all will be voted by our DEX community. If they approve, if the proposal that is currently being provided to our community for voting and review and 1 week discussion, if they approve it, for 14 days, we will be increasing on a daily basis by 5% our purchasing power. So the
Wow.
Cool.
Sounds like something cut off there. That's wow.
Okay.
That was so amazing that it cut off.
Literally.
Yeah, it really hasn't been done before yet in crypto. People are like, why doesn't everyone do it? And it's like, well, we kind of invented it, and it is slightly like experimental, but we have so many different things in place right now to make sure that that the DAO can adjust things accordingly if something kind of goes crazy. Oh, he's back. There you are.
Yeah. So it's on a daily basis. It compounds, and then obviously we have entire team. I'm just an ambassador. One of the parties that participating in this introducing this new policy, but there's an entire team. There is a team of devs that are tweaking the code, the algorithm of our swap. There is an entire economics team that analyzes the benefits, pros and cons of this policy.
Let's go. Aren't you part of the DAO committee too, right? That like determines what percentage? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. We have a proposal that will be voted sometime, I think this week. It's coming up, and then once approved by the community, there is a certain metric you can look up. We have simulations. We have the planned multiples for the next 90 days, and then and another announcement. We are planning to move to algorithmic PMTP program. So there will be because I think the first 90 days would allow our team to see what metric matters and automate it eventually. That
is super interesting. So is there a document? I know I think we shared it a few times, haven't we, Nick? The spreadsheet at least in our Discord. But is there other document? I think there's documentation here.
Nomad just shared in the general chat, but also you can see all the announcements if you go to. We have a very welcoming, like your community as well. We have a very welcoming and helpful community. You'll see the announcements, the public discussions, because we're now in the 7-day discussion period.
Yeah,
and so people will be able to pinpoint all the documents and direct you to the right, participants and team members who will be able to answer any specific questions you have. But Nomad linked the proposal, which contains our simulations, the description, and the general information that you may need in the beginning. But one thing to remember, projections are just projections. We cannot really predict human behavior and greed and the market participants, how they're going to act. We do expect some anomalous behavior in the next maybe 14, 15 days. Team will be monitoring, and we would want to avoid any abnormal and bad behavior because, as I mentioned, it will be the interest will be the multiple will be compounding, but should it go according to our plans, this is going to be, if not revolutionary, it's going to be evolutionary. It's one of the first programs to use this metric and this algorithm on Cosmos. So we're excited.
Yeah. Admittingly, I know we're tooting our own horns over here, but Nick and I have been eyeballing what you guys have been doing and planning for a while now. And I'm definitely again, guys, not financial advice, not trying to influence you guys. You guys definitely, like you said, take some time and actually look into these documents, look into their platform, join them on Twitter, on their Discord, see what's happening over there. But I got to be honest, our humble opinion is, obviously, we've filled our bags a while ago, but we are absolutely excited for what you guys are doing over there. The upside potential, again, and I say this for any new mechanism or new update or something that's new developing that comes out for any platform, is if this, like you said, can see itself through when it launches with as minimal I'd say hiccups or rolled into bumps. I really do think, guys, that this could be something that you guys don't want to ignore. So I really appreciate, first off, Nomad, thank you so much for, for now a while being part of our Discord group, informing everybody of what you guys have been doing and taking your guys' time to come on this channel and talk about SIFCHAIN. I would love to have you guys, especially as things progress, back on the show, talking more and more about SIFCHAIN and what the team is doing over there. I know, not to kind of open up another can of worms, but there's also some incentivization over the next year or so that you guys are doing, trying to bring more development into this the platform. Am I correct?
Yeah. Actually, things have been going great. So we're hoping that, actually, we know now that part of this proposal that's going through today will include incentivizing the osmosis pool. Because, like for a while, like osmosis was kind of like, people thought we were like enemies. And lately, our communities have really connected, and we want to, we want everyone to kind of like be able to capitalize on that. So we are going to have the osmosis pool be bumped up to one of the 240% APR pools for 4 weeks. So
nice.
That's something, hopefully bring the communities closer again.
Yeah, it's funny how, everybody always thinks if you're out there doing anything remotely similar, you have to be enemies or competitors. And I'm like, no, that's.
I know, and it was like that. I feel like everything kind of shifted, honestly, with the new front end, and like with the American users being able to use our decks, like it's changed people's opinions of us. Like we have this bot in our Discord that tells us when certain other channels mention our name, like SIFCHAIN or Rowan, and so we would read like what they were saying about us all the time, and it was so bad for a while, and now it's all really positive, and everyone's real curious, and it's going really well, and that's kind of why we want to definitely incentivize osmosis and kind of just work together with them.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I've been using osmosis. We were talking about CRESENT and everything else, but guys, SIFCHAIN as well. We talked about this earlier, Nomad. Like once you guys gave us the ability, especially for us guys here in the States, to get in on the platform easily, it really has turned everything around. And even for myself, I've admittedly said that from the very beginning that I was so bullish on it, but once I figured out that, technically I wasn't supposed to be on it, we could all do whatever we want to do. But like, I was like, but I'm absolutely loving it. As you guys can see, I'm very transparent with what I show you guys, for at least for this wallet here for YouTube's sake. As you can see, I'm already using it, guys. I have about $5,000. I did this a little while ago, actually. I'm in the Rowan USDC pool. It's been really, really nice. Like I love it and I hate it because I'm like, I don't want to see it go, but I also want to evolve with the platform. You're so lucky
you were in Rowan. You were in that one though, because like when Adam was crashing last week, that's the one I'm in, and I was like, no, because I was like, I wish I was in Rowan. Yeah, like I want to be in a Rowan pool right now.
But yeah, again, I just to go back to it. I know I kind of circled around, but I really do appreciate you guys taking your time. I know it's early for you, Nomad, and I don't know what time is for our friend here, but I really do appreciate you guys. And if we could
ask a couple questions from the chat.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we have a question from Stefano. It says PMTP means you get less when you sell on Rowan. Is that correct? Or
I think it's the opposite. You get more. It's because it's the multiple on your swap improves towards Rowan. So Rowan's buying power increases. Again, for example, if you're in the foreign currency exchange scenario, if you were swapping, say you had US dollar swapping for British pound, and it would be, hypothetically, I don't know what today's rate is, $1 to 1.7 pound. If we, for purpose of our shop only, increase US dollar buying power, it's not that the US dollar has been unpacked or it's increasing the value on international markets. It's for our shop only. We can say US dollar will be able to purchase more British pound on our exchange during this period. And that's all it does. If you swap the other way around, it doesn't change that. It's subject to all standard market conditions, demand and supply. But when you swap from Rowan to another token and you will be able to see on our interface what's the multiple is, what's the benefit, what's the end result is. Is it you want to wait a few more days and because the multiple is compounding and you will be able to buy even at a better exchange rate?
I've
Or
always
do you
loved that, by the
jump
way.
in now? Yeah,
I've always loved that on your guys' platform, by the way. I wish every platform had what you guys do here. Like if you guys are seeing my screen here, just for the pool, as you can see, like this question mark right here for the the arbitrage opportunity, like they clearly show you guys at that moment what it looks like on their platform. And I'm assuming that it's going to be something similar to that when you go to swap here. They'll have, you know, something that, you know, I know they have like a little question mark here for slippage, but they'll show you at that time what it looks like and what you're getting before the swap's made. I mean, obviously that'll be there, but I've always loved the transparency, I should say, on your guys' platform and how informative it is.
Definitely. And for price arbitrage and those opportunities are very important. I think that they will help us stabilize the PMTP and the aftermath. Because if you increase Roland's buying power, people will hodl it for a little bit and then dump it to load up on whatever their favorite external token is. Then if that happens, price of Roland will go down. You will see any arbitrage opportunities in our interface, and then whether bots or the arbitrageurs, the whoever won arbitrageurs, so what's the right word for that? They will come in and they will be able to trade. And I think that's PMTP will nicely complement our current system, and I think Nomad might talk about it. I can also chime in that we will be introducing at some point margin trading. Ooh. And it all will sort of complement each other. We are aiming to be a more let's put it, a sophisticated DEX with opportunities for arbitrage, for margin trading, for PMTP will increase the buying power, and it's going to be a great year.
Wow. Oh, man, guys, I'm so bullish. I don't know what to tell. Do we have any other questions, Nick, by the way?
Yeah, so just so kind of everybody can hear it. So the staking rewards that are in Kepler right now will not be affected by this upgrade. They will stay the same at this 180, whatever it is right now.
Yeah, those should stay the same. We haven't had any like proposals to change anything there, so those will stay the same. The one thing that is changing with our validators is that they're adding more, and I don't know if you know more about this, Lesgo, but like yeah, I think they're increasing to 115. I'm not totally sure on that exact number, but the staking will stay the same for anyone. Yeah, delegating there.
Yeah, I'm pretty much laser focused on PMTP right now, so I wasn't following as much the staking matters.
That's good to know. Anything else, Nick? Any other questions from the community? Did we lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm just reading. They asked, where did the name come from? Do either of you know?
It's just an acronym. Or what is it? Let's go.
It's a protocol monetary trade policy. I mean, there you go. It's most likely our economics team and Jazzy. It is very similar to what the central banks do, and then any kind of currency control agencies. It is a monetary policy. So we try to, our devs and co-founders try to create the more serious name. We could have come up with something funny, but it is a monetary policy, so that's why it sounds very formal.
Yeah, I like it. I like it being formal. I take it more seriously, so I feel more formal when I'm reading it. So. Awesome.
And then also, will the SIFCHAIN validators enable Authi for restake/auto compound, or is that still?
Yeah, we are going to start auto compounding when this begins. So it's going to go by every block, and yeah, that starts on the 18th.
Awesome.
And then the last question, I guess, is do you guys have a Terra bridge? Is that implemented? I have a couple people asking, like, they are not able to transfer their Luna over. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Our relayer is still down for that. So that should be fixed pretty soon. What I don't know if you kept up at all for the last few months. There's been an issue where people had their funds kind of stuck in. We finally figured it out, fixed it, got their money back, did a proposal to give them extra money for not having access to those assets for so long. So we kind of like, we're trying to repair that situation. And right now we are still working on getting the relayer back up, but we should be connected probably in the next few months.
Okay.
And I would say it should not deter you from bringing over your external assets if you feel that Luna is your choice and then you are bullish on it. You can bring any other asset and swap it and then still be able to. We have the pools are deep enough, liquidity, there's sufficient liquidity for any kind of swaps that you may need. And then a lot of people who are bullish on Terra Luna, they bring Atom, swap it for Luna, and then continue to farm. And then again, the APR will be one of the industry leading. It might not be as insane as it was since last November for certain, we call them pools of people. So the community would vote for certain. By the way, governance, SIFCHAIN governance is quite transparent. So people would vote if you're not familiar. Well, you are familiar, Nick. But for listeners who are not, the community would vote for 5 tokens, for which we would give extra boost and increased rewards. So Luna was one of those. And if you would bring Atom, you could farm at over 300%. It's not 300, it's more than 300. And it also depends on the swap fees that you get from the pool. So it just was insane. I mean, I couldn't get enough of it.
We got anything else, Nick? I know you're reading.
Yeah, so any like airdrops that we're going to be getting from staking SIF, any like news on that? Do we have any idea? Or
we're talking to we are talking to someone at Secret right now about doing an airdrop. Nothing is set in stone yet, but that's getting set up. So we do want to be part of the airdrop thing like everybody else is more. I know that we haven't had a lot lately, but so the Secret one is hopefully in the works, and the person who's kind of in charge of that relationship there has been dropping little hints a lot in our Discord, and as far as what I can tell, that should be one. But we've been kind of out of the airdrop loop, I know, and then that's been something a lot of the community has been bringing up lately. So it's definitely, we're trying to change that for sure.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, cool. If that's it, guys, I want to thank you guys very much for coming on the stream.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, definitely.
This is awesome. Thanks so much again. This is great.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.
I know.
All right, guys. Well, that was Nomad, and that was SIFCHAIN. Super excited about Nick. Dude.
Pumped.
I'm pumped about that. I'm super pumped about that. Not even trying to hype you guys up or nothing like, but hopefully if it was over your head still and you guys didn't actually get it, or why me and Nick are so bullish or have been so bullish on what they've been developing and what they're doing over there. Again, guys, I invite you guys to join our Discord, join the SIFCHAIN Discord, check out some of those documents that we linked to you guys, again, in the chat and in our Discord chat as well. Guys, all of this, of course, with anything that's developing and stuff like that, does have risk and stuff like that. So that's why we're inviting you guys to do your own research and check it out and draw your own conclusions. But this has so much upside potential. I'm in it. As you can see, I'm in it. I'm in it for the YouTube account that I have here that I share with you guys. No, that's not my YouTube account. Which one am I in? What am I doing here? Man, as you guys can see here, where's my pool? There it is. There's my pool. As you guys can see, I'm actually in it right now. And I'm sad that this is going to go away. But like I said, while we were talking to our friends, I'm also very excited to see how this evolves going forward, because just the fact that I can get more when they do their ascension, like you guys know me, I'm a long-termer. For a long-termer like me, this sounds amazing to plant my seed and watch it grow. Patience really does pay off 9 times out of 10, at least in my experience. So do your guys' own homework. Nick, do you have anything you want to add about SIFCHAIN before we jump on into our AMA?
No, not at all.
Awesome sauce. All right, guys. Do we have anything you guys want to cover further that's happening? Again, do you guys want to go back and talk about FORTIS, ECONOMIA? Do we still have our friend? I mean, it's probably really late for him. He's probably gone. Do you guys want to talk about CRESENT? Do you guys have any questions whatsoever that's, kind of on your mind? Ooh, itchy ears. No. I gotta get better ones instead of like these that they penetrate my eardrums.
I was going to ask, what's your percentage for pools and what's your percentage for staking? Do you know, like, how are you split up?
In what? In
SIFCHAIN, probably.
Oh, I was gonna say I have many, so many. Right now I'm in the Rowan USD pool. You can see it right here. I'm just split 50-50 here, but basically $5,000 minus the little bit of fluctuation that it's been since I've done it. I'm just here right now, and I'm also eyeballing full transparency to get into using another $5,000. Again, this is a long-term play for me, but I want to see how things go. Right, consider this pool for me kind of like my fly fishing, my feeler buys and stuff like that. $5,000. If it looks like it's going well, and also if the market, because it all matters what the market does as well, right, guys? If the market is in a good position, and I feel like I actually can buy, Atom, and the next pair that I want to get into at a decent price, I'm going to take another $5,000 again for the long haul. I hope that it actually works out for me, because I do want to actually spend another $5,000 into this platform, into this possibility, and get into the Rowan Atom pool. I know this is going to change, obviously, but right now, you're getting 308.9%. For being in the Rowan Atom pool. Again, that's going to change. APY, that's 1748. But when that happens, like, one, you got to think about a couple things. I'm obviously long-term bullish on Atom. I think that price action is definitely going to turn around regardless of the market sentiment in crypto or not. I think it's going to be either stabilized or turn around for Atom, especially once more and more things start turning on, with interchain security, interchain staking, and all this other stuff that's recently developed and that is going to be developed, just again, long-term bullish for Atom. And then you guys just heard, I'm long-term bullish for everything that we just talked about with Rowan. So if I can pair those two up, great. So that's what I'm planning on doing with my pool. Excuse me, beating up this arm. I need to get a new arm, Nick. That's what I'm doing with the pools. Now, as far as traditional staking goes, I do have about another, I don't care telling you guys this. I have I think it's, with the compounding, I think it's anywhere between, it's close to $10,000 in staking. I've been staking about that amount. It's like roughly 100,000 or something like that with traditional staking, which again, I'm just not touching. It's just, I have different allocations for different things and they work differently for me, which is I'm totally fine with. A lot of times I'm doing this stuff for science. A lot of times I'm doing this for content, doing this for, for my own intellectual accumulation of information, so I can share it with you guys. So, I don't want to say I'm sacrificing myself, but I sacrifice a lot of things just so I can understand it fully and see how it's going with something that, matter. Every dollar matters. I told you guys yesterday, I'll pick up a penny, but so I have about that much amount traditional staking, and then I am playing around in the pools with just about the fairly, I will, if I can do the Atom Rowan pool, with the fairly equal amount as well. I know, Nick, you have both as well, right? You're kind of similar as me. You don't have to say your amounts, but you're similar as me, right? You're in the pools and traditional staking.
Yeah, but with pretty much, I'm going to be honest with you, 100%. I just did while we were on stream, I literally just unstaked all my Rowan, and I'm just going to be moving it over to the pools.
Well, in all honesty, if you do the math and if you just listen to what our friend said, I mean, you get more for the time being through the pools, through the Ascension and stuff like that. You know, obviously there's risk involved and stuff like that. There's risk involved with just traditional staking. But yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. I've actually been considering that as well. Like, why don't I just consolidate and put it all into the pools, you know, and evolve in the Ascension and stuff like that as well? Because obviously it's going to outpace, even though, again, I'm going to go to Stakely. I know it's not completely updated sometimes or current, but we'll just use it for the sake of an example, right? If we go here and you go to Rowan right now, you can see the annualized return supposedly on Stakely.io. We're just going to use it for example. Again, is 189. But you can see, obviously, we were just in the pools, right? Like I'm right now getting over 300% in my Rowan USD pool. It's actually 312.9%. With that annual APY of 1748. That's going to be stopping on the 18th, but still, even if we go into the Ascension, which is, what did they say, 240% APR?
Yep.
Like, that still outpaces my annualized returns here for traditional staking. So this, again, kind of just ties into what we've always talked about in previous discussions. I know I kind of go on rants, but like when you're excuse me, let me take this off. When you are chasing liquidity, when you're chasing staking rewards, when you're farming liquidity pools, when you're that kind of investor, when you're that kind of a flipper, you need to be ever evolving and fluid enough to move with the development that's happening, and at least be aware. You have to be aware because if you just sit in a stagnant pool, sometimes it's not going to be, you know, sometimes it's just not the most beneficial thing to do. It feels like it is, but it's not. So you have to be mindful of we'll go into that and talk about when you said you unstaked. What is the unbonding period right now for?
21 days.
21 is better than some things, guys. So it's going to take 21 days, but still that should give you enough time to get in. Actually, that's kind of smart. Not telling you guys what to do, but what Nick just did, unbonding and moving there, you may more than likely than not kind of like be able to miss out on the flack or the turbulence that they're going to have when they, you know, move into a new phase with their Ascension and stuff like that. Because like they said, we're expecting bad actors. We're expecting some arbitrage. We're expecting dips and fluctuations and stuff like that. So maybe you miss out on the whole entire turbulence there and you get in a sweet spot. Just saying that might be the play right there. But yeah, so yeah, it just kind of goes back to what we've always said over and over and over and over. You just need to be fluid. You need to be paying attention, and you need to be following the development that's happening out on these DEXs and these AMMs and platforms that are out there. You know, we have Crescent. I got to tell you guys, you know, we're talking about SIFCHAIN right now. This is really exciting stuff to watch with Crescent too, regardless of the past sentiment that people have with Gravity DEX and whatnot. Like, you know, developments happen, things happen, people learn to evolve, platforms learn, and protocols learn and evolve, and they become better. And right now, there's zero fees here. I'm watching to see how liquidity grows, guys. Just take a mental note right here. This first pool, their main pool, right? It's at 3866. So in 24 hours, if that's, you know, in the fours, that's a good sign. If this is in the twos, the mid twos, that's a good sign, guys. Like, you got to watch where liquidity is going. That'll give you the social sentiment of the platforms and the positions and what people are thinking. You got to see what they're adding. You know, obviously for SIFCHAIN, I do think if they can actually make that relayer, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, consistently active and dependable. For Terra, like, that will be a game changer. Like, I think anything that adds on Terra right now, like, you know, Secret, Osmosis, Juno, if you add on UST, Luna, like, that's just the move, right? That's the narrative right there. That's the move. So, you know, obviously if they can do that, that's going to be highly beneficial. And on top of that, they have, you know, USDC. What other pools do they have? What other stables do they have right here? USDC, I believe they had like two other stables. whichever. But the more options we have for stables, the better, in my opinion, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's really interesting what's happening right now. It feels like it's, would you agree, Nick? It feels like it's the chase, especially in the Cosmos ecosystem right now. It's the chase for APY.
Yep, 100%.
That's what it is right now, right? It's who's going to give me, and it's crazy. Not to go on another rant, but I feel like we're being spoiled little brats a lot of times. That's me included. I feel like me having to decide between 240% APR versus, anything is insane to even have that option to complain and or have to choose about. Like, let's be real. You're not finding that anywhere else right now other than majority, maybe some other places, but like as vastly as we're seeing it in the Cosmos ecosystem, I don't think you're seeing it in any other ecosystem. That's just me going on a limb. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct about that. No other ecosystem comes close to the opportunities that you guys are seeing right now for APRs, APYs. And it's insane how bratty a lot of us are coming across, me included, again, on social media and on anything. Like, it's kind of like, you spoiled little brats. You guys don't know how good you guys have it. Then again, I'm including me too. Like, I'm just like, it's insane. It is insane. We're talking about FORTIS economia. People are just talking about, oh no, like, it's what is it right now? Let's go to the grand module. The APR is 16,000 or 1,624. The DPR is 4. Yeah, where? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you guys kidding me? Doesn't matter what the freaking price is. It doesn't, like, oh my gosh. It's bad. It doesn't matter what this BFOT price is. Good gravy. I want 5,000 or nothing. Bro, I'm sorry. I love you guys to death. And this is including me too. I'm being fully transparent about this whole rant about it. Like, is it not like the curse of a blessing, right? Like, we're so blessed that we're bickering about what platform gives us the highest APR, APY. All I can tell you guys is to make sure that you're winners. Be actively taking profits. Don't overextend. Don't front run things. Do some homework. Watch this show. We have guests coming in from all over the place. I'm hoping to get FORTIS economia on here in a little bit too, guys. I'm trying to get as many people as we possibly can on here that's going to shoot it to you straight. People that like raw, like, we're trying to get Secret Sam. We're trying to get the Secret Sam, man. We're trying to get him on here as well. People that are in the trenches, in the mud with you guys, making moves. The ones that are successfully making moves too, so that you guys can get a better understanding of what we're actually dealing with, guys. Don't miss out on the big picture just because somebody's snapping fingers right in front of your face. Like, look, take a look around, see the platform, see the landscape for what it is, and like, just move accordingly, guys. Seriously, stay fluid. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I got. Do we have any questions at all? Anything we need to talk about? Nope.
No, I think are we gonna have a show tomorrow? Tomorrow's Good Friday.
I
apologize. I don't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, Good Friday. Are we having a show tomorrow?
Yeah.
Celebrating East.
My wife and I were planning on taking our kids down to the beach house in Florida. But I can have a show, like, regardless, no matter what. But I just don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. Yeah, I bought a home. We want to go look at some other homes down in Florida too, guys. But I don't know. We've got 2 dogs and traveling with 2 pit bulls and with 2 crazy kids. It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot, guys. We'll have a show no matter what. 90% sure it's going to be the same time though. But even if it's not, you guys will be alerted via Twitter, via Discord, via everything. But I will have a show regardless whether when I get down there or whatever it is. We'll have a show, period, tomorrow. We got it. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. I don't miss it for nothing. Nothing. You know, yesterday was my anniversary. I still did a show. Nothing. Not moving. Nah. Not doing nothing. You know what I'm doing though later on, Nick? I'm kind of just bantering now, guys. Just bantering, getting close. We got so much time. It's 10:36. I'm gonna go see the new Harry Potter movie tonight, or The Secrets of Dumbledore. Super excited about that. Yeah, I'm a nerd, guys. I don't care.
Man, I haven't watched a movie in I think maybe 3 years.
What? Why are you doing
Seriously.
like that for? You know what you need to go. You need to go watch that movie that I told you to go watch. You need to, you need to go watch Half Baked. That's what you need to watch. It's a funny movie. It's a funny movie, guys. Right now, actually, let's talk about things right now. We're actually breaking $24 for Atom. So we are back on a downtrend. Let's go 24-minute real quick. Yeah, we're breaking down again, guys. 24-minute showing us right here. Let me go look at Market Cipher B. Coming down, pinching together on the slippery slide with the RSIs, guys. Look at that right there, coming back down. We were trying to get back into the positive money flow. You can see it swapping back and forth from the green to the red. That 60 or that anchor or that anchor for the 60 line obviously just broke recently right here. We do have a lot more room. Previous anchors have gotten so deep. Look at this deep one right here, guys. It's gotten so deep. It was like 92, guys. If you guys get a 92 on the 24-minute. Or 25, I'm sorry. Yeah, 24-minute. Guys, let's just mark that right here. If we get that there, I don't have to mark it. I know where it's at. That is from previous price action. That is a good place for you scalpers. Anywhere between here, which is 82 to 90, to maybe start thinking about scalping it. Not financial advice. I don't normally do that kind of stuff. Let's go to a 4-hour real quick. Yep. 4-hour showing us that red dot right there. More than likely going to be coming down even further. Hold on to your britches, guys. We're going to see what these option traders want to do with us. This was just a little breather before they push our head down even further, it looks like. Again, and that's kind of goes into what I was talking about, like, right? Feeler buy, fly fishing, trying to see, being patient. I want to get into the Atom rowing pool, but if I can get Atom for a better price for this, like, you know, I'm just being patient, waiting for it, guys.
Look at Luna on the daily, but switch it to regular candles.
Okay. Let me get these things.
That's a bear flag and a half.
Regular candles. If you guys ever wonder why I always have Japanese or Heikinashi candles, it's because Market Cipher is technically built to operate around Japanese candles. So you said Luna, regular candles on the daily. Oh yeah. Man, why does that look so janky? That's a golf club. It's a golf club. We're pitching, putting. Oh, all right. It is what it is, guys. Told you, look out for these. If you guys don't know, let me remind you guys real quickly. 59.77 literally can come anywhere between here easily, guys. Be ready for it. Bitcoin. Let's look at this real quick before we end it, guys. Look at this. On the daily, reversing everything we just did recently. Real easy. If this engulfs, it's basically matching candles right here. Look at that, matching candles. If this engulfs this candle, which it's already doing, guys, that is a pretty good sign that we can go. We can go there. We're gonna go there. That's right. You heard it. Don't stress. Don't stress. Feel blessed. Be excited if it does, because that's where life-changing opportunities are had or made. You do. If you got to sell for a loss, you got to do what you got to do, man. I get it. Yeah, guys. Oh, Ethereum's still holding above 3,000. Looking like we're going to come down here and test that range. See, I'm telling you guys. Oh, I'm still on regular candles too. Looking like we're going to test that range, guys. You guys want to pick our brains after the show? Join our Discord, be part of the community. We try to do as much as we can for you guys, or try to at least give you guys our insight, which, you know, we're not fortune tellers. We don't always get it right. We admit we're just human. This is just our take on the market. This is just the stuff that we do and the things that we've done to get us in the positions that we are in. Different strokes, different folks, though. Hopefully this is beneficial to you guys. We do live streams Monday through Friday. Hopefully we'll do one tomorrow. More than likely we will. But yeah, I would really appreciate you guys. Nick would really appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button before we get off here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow us on follow us on Twitter, IBC_gang. It really helps out a lot. We put out a lot of, of our thoughts there. Be safe. Be safe, guys. Be patient. Protect yourself at all times. Be blessed and get out of here, you filthy animals. Bye. Beat it. Thank you, guys. Beat it, though. Go on. Get some lunch.